Eddie has asked, you once said that Yokozuna's always looked after his victims of his Banzai drop finisher. Well, here's proof otherwise. 1 second. Okay. I can't watch this.
You can't watch it?
Oh, I just hate it. I hate it because I know it's coming. So, he didn't really look after him that much, and then I think he does it again. Let's just have a look.
You got another one?
The same match. With Ray Rougeau, in fact, who you mentioned in last week's. He bounces off the dude. So.
It ain't that bad.
What? Oh, no. That's awful.
Hey, if he really wanted to kill the guy, he wouldn't have caught himself with his feet. He catches himself with his feet a little bit, but it's hard to catch for 500 pounds. I'm agreeing to that, but most of the time, he turned loose the top rope, didn't he? Did he turn it loose?
Turn it loose? You mean let go of the top rope?
I mean, I don't know. I always thought he held the top rope. But
well, normally he did. That's the thing. But occasionally in the jobber matches, especially in his first year in the business, he would just sit on dudes occasionally. But whenever someone established, he would always hold onto the top rope and gently lower himself. Well, comparatively gently lower himself down.
Mm-hmm. Well, to my knowledge, he always kind of took care of these guys. These guys weren't carried out of the ring or anything. I mean, you could probably, it's just a lot of weight on you at one time, which if he wanted to let go of all of them, yeah, he could really hurt you. He could really, but for the most part, I think he took care of his opponents, because if word got around that he was killing people, they would tell him to stop doing it if enough guys complained, or if somebody had to go to the hospital because of that drop, they would stop it because they were afraid of a lawsuit. Mm-hmm. And that's what they didn't want. Not only did they not want the lawsuit for one reason, they wanted it for two reasons. The first reason is going to cost them a lot of money just to fight it. And the second reason is, it would reveal what happens behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. The guy, if they had a trial, he would get up and he said, he promised me he wouldn't hurt me. And are you trying to hurt each other, sir, out there all the time? He said, no, it's not. It's fake. That's what they didn't want to get out. Even though it was generally considered under those terms, they didn't want it broadcast to the nation and to the world that it was set up and it wasn't real like we said it was, or we tried to pretend it was.
To add on to that, I believe we talked about it whenever we talked about it, someone made a comment on one of the videos saying that some guy claimed he knew one of these job guys who, would just be brought in for TV.
Yep.
And he said he got hurt so bad that he was messed up for a very, very long time, but he never told the company because he was worried that they wouldn't book him again.
Well, I think a lot of guys have been hurt and didn't tell the company for that very reason, because there was only one national promotion, and I guarantee you, they had plans to be hired or to get hired by WWE to be a regular talent. Mm-hmm. And if you stirred up the waves, of course, that would disqualify you from getting a job. Nobody would want to mess with you. So, and if you're messed up, but when he finally realized that he wasn't going to get a job, I wonder, could he go back and sue if he had the doctor records and all that, or is it too late? I'm sure it's too late, but
it would be too late now, surely. But it's a good question. You never know. Well, I mean, who are you going to sue? Because Yoko died 20 odd years ago, but maybe the company. I don't know. We shall move on.
No, they would have sued. They would have sued the company. because they were in charge.
But you know, these lawsuits, they'll sue the company, they'll sue Vince personally, they'll sue Yokozuna and Mr. Fuji on the outside, and the referee in the front row. You know, they'll, like Raka Khan, they'll put thousand people on the name.
Raka Khan, you like that name, don't you?
I know, I like that name.
You like it.
We're going to be talking.
How many people did she sue?
1,000.
1,000 people.
And you weren't one of them.
I wasn't one of them. No.